Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to deliver your December 2016 general readings. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I continue to use the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti, pulling 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional ninth card from the bottom of the deck, representing your overall energy and advice for the reading. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. You may find that they play out a little more predictively for you, or that they just give you different pieces of insight into different areas of your life, so that watching all three together gives you a more clear and cohesive picture of the time frame ahead that the readings cover. Thank you to those of you who continue to watch and follow and subscribe to my channel. Your feedback and support is very welcome, most appreciated, and keep the comments coming. I love reading them. Welcome to anybody who may be new here today. Thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, my favorite things to do. I am very grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if anyone is interested in a personal reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little information about what I do and what I offer and my email address. You can contact me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com, either for yourself or even for a friend. It's the holiday season, and I'm already getting a lot of requests for gift readings for friends and families and loved ones, which do make a lovely and unique gift because, of course, no two are the same. Personal readings are pretty fabulous. So if you're interested in a gift reading as well, same thing, send me an email and we'll set something up for you or for somebody else. I do readings full time, 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly and set up a reading pretty quickly too. My current turnaround time is anywhere from a couple of days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can schedule a reading for you. Thank you to my regular clients as well for allowing me to be a part of the chapters of your life as they continue to unfold. And thank you very much for the constant and consistent updates that you send on how those readings play out for you in your lives. Thank you so very much for that. So, moving right along, this reading is for Aquarius for December 2016. Aquarius, December 2016. What does the month of December hold for the air sign of Aquarius? Aquarius, the water bearers, December 2016. December 2016. Okay, Aquarius, we begin with the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit in reverse, followed by the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, followed by the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups, followed by the Three of Cups. What a fabulous way to end the month. And your overall energy, your crowning card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and advice is the Ace of Cups. Somebody's meeting their soulmate this month, or somebody's recognizing their soulmate this month, or dating somebody that all of a sudden they realize is their soulmate or kindred spirit this month. Some of you may be reconciling with a soulmate or kindred spirit this month. And a soulmate, this could mean love and romance as well. It could mean a best friend, kind of kindred spirit energy. For some of you, this could also be in work and career environment. This could be finding the perfect job, the perfect match, because that Two of Cups, which is traditionally considered the soulmate card, really represents a beautiful union, and it can be a union between two people, two entities. It could even be the merging of two companies, corporations. It looks like relationships, regardless of who you are and how it plays out, because of course it's going to play differently. There's a lot of people watching. It's not going to resonate the same, but it looks like relationships are kind of highlighted for a lot of you: friendships, relationships, families, etc., and work as well. And it looks like the end of for some of you, it looks like the end of single life or life without a partnership. So we begin, Aquarius, with the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Pentacles. It's a very nice, powerful combination of cards. Earth energy is rules the suit of Pentacles. So Pentacles typically represents the area of our life that deal with the material, physical, tangible world we live in and navigate in. And those energies most often manifest themselves as money, finances, property, resources, assets, job, etc. Those tangible, see, touch, feel things. The Eight of Pentacles is the worker bee card, the artisan card. It is the card of steadily, slowly, but successfully building up a solid foundation for yourself. It can represent working a lot. Perhaps you've been putting in a lot of overtime. I know holiday times can be kind of crazy for people. It can represent burning the candle at both ends, putting in overtime, working extra hours. You can see that this man is hard at work at his desk. The sun is setting outside, but he's already lit his candles. Everybody else may have gone home, but he is still at his desk, hard at work, putting in just as much attention and detail on this eighth pentacle as he has to these other seven above him, because he has a dream, a vision, a goal, something that he's working towards, and he successfully built up that foundation and he's building on top of that. He's already at the eight. So again, it's a card of just steadily working. It could mean, again, working a lot. For some of you, it could just represent being very involved, having a very full plate during the month of December. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is paired with the Nine of Pentacles, which is a nice graduation. This is a card of prosperity, abundance, reaping the fruit of your rewards. It's a card of independence, self-sufficiency, and self-empowerment. Because this woman has because of this hard work that's manifested in the Eight of Pentacles, she's reached the Nine of Pentacles, reaping the rewards of her efforts, the fruit of her labor. She is standing in her beautiful garden, dressed in a beautiful gown. It kind of has that sheen of silk about it. She obviously has the resources to take very good care of herself. And she has that extra glow of satisfaction that comes from knowing that all of these things which are surrounding her, which she is enjoying, she has earned herself with her own talent, her own ideas, her own work, her own hard labor, perhaps whether that's physical labor or just, that slow, steady perseverance. Uh, that's built up this beautiful foundation for herself. Sometimes I've heard this card referred to as the happy single woman. It can also be a male, as this is a general reading, but it doesn't really matter whether she's single or whether she's not. She loves who she is, where she is, what she's accomplished in life, and she's really at a place in her life where she's enjoying that. She's reveling in that. So for some of you, this can mean because I do see some of you have someone coming into your life that looks like it has the potential to be a soulmate kindred spirit. For some of you, this path up until now just represents that you're just working hard at your life. You're independent. Perhaps some of you are single. You're enjoying your life, and you live a pretty good life. You have a lot of the things. You have a lot of things around you that may indicate prosperity, abundance, particularly perhaps in physical resources, money, finances, a good job, the apartment, the car, etc. Just being at a place where you're very stable because of the work that you've put into something. Now, next to that, we have the Hermit in reverse paired with the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, this combination of cards is going to mean different things. In the upright position, this is a major arcana card, so significant, profound energies. In the upright position, the Hermit can represent a path that's solitary, a path that you're alone on. It can represent taking time off to retreat, to seek insight about something, because that's what hermits do. That's what monastics do. They retreat from civilization, or they retreat from outside distractions that the world provides in order to study, to seek enlightenment, to seek clarity on something. It can represent following. Using the accumulation of your life's experience and your knowledge and your wisdom to help guide you through something. You can see that this aged man is carefully picking his way across this precipice, and he's using the light of this lantern to guide his way. And this lantern is symbolic for his wisdom, his experience that he's gained over the years that he's lived. Uh, uh, so it can represent that. In the reverse, which is how you've got it, Aquarius, it can represent that because it's paired with the Eight of Cups, which is the card of walking away or leaving something behind. It can represent that you're what you're going to be leaving behind this month is a solitary path. I do see a focus on love and romance for some of you, which would mean that you might be leaving this single life behind, which it looks like this path you've walked has been very good to you. You've enjoyed it very much, but some of you may be meeting somebody that represents the end of walking that path by yourself. For some of you, this can mean that the energy of this normally wise and cautious hermit is kind of thrown to the wind. You're kind of throwing caution to the wind and good sense out the window because you've been hit by Cupid's arrow this month. For some of you, it can represent that perhaps in job and career and business, you've been, working in maybe a work environment where you've been alone, even though it's been pretty good to you. You've been successful at it. Some of you may be going from working for yourself to working for or with somebody else. You could be leaving one career path and going to another one. Some of you may just have been through a period in your life where you've been kind of a bit withdrawn and isolated, but I feel like it's been voluntary for some reason. Perhaps you've taken some time off to focus and concentrate on a project that you've been working at with great success, and really enjoying that time. But now is the time to there's a sense of either rejoining the world again, rejoining social circles, becoming more social again. And for some of you, that could mean finding new love and new romance. And it could just be finding a relationship with a best friend, that sort of soulmate kindred spirit that represents the end of perhaps feeling like you were alone in your corner of the universe. Because that Hermit in reverse is paired with the Eight of Cups, which is a card of leaving something behind. Cups is governed by the element of water. It's a suit that rules our emotions, feelings, relationships, and love. It's a card of walking away or leaving something behind because you have ultimately found it not what you wanted, not where you find your joy or your fulfillment. Disillusioning, perhaps disappointing for some of you. This man has tasted and drunk from most, if not all, of these cups. And while at the time he may have thought they were what he wanted, may have found them distracting, entertaining, perhaps at the beginning of it, they were presented to be something that's turned out to be something different. He's reached the end of them and he's kind of disillusioned, disappointment. It's not what he wanted. So he's made his decision to turn his back quite decisively and assertively and walk away. He's dressed for travel. He's ready to go. He's already made up his mind. The only thing that remains is to choose the path, which is what he's doing. He's kind of looking over the horizon, surveying the horizon, and trying to figure out which direction he's going to go in. So, what you're leaving behind, perhaps disappointment in love and romance. Maybe what you're leaving behind is an unsatisfying or unfulfilling job or career path. Um, Religion, even churches for some of you, a spiritual path that hasn't quite worked out for you. For some of you, again, I'm getting that you've been working alone. You've had a job that required you to work alone or away for some time, and that is coming to an end. Some of you may be partnering up with somebody else in a business venture or uh, a, a a business venture, some kind of entrepreneurial venture. For some of you, it's going to be a project, an artistic project. You're bringing somebody else on board. So the story is going to play out a lot of different ways depending on who's watching. Now, next to that, we have the Hierophant, another major arcana card, with the Four of Cups in reverse. So the Hierophant, this is a card of convention, tradition, walking the prescribed path, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, doing kind of the same thing everybody else is doing, everybody working towards the same goal, or basically under the same umbrella. It can represent organized religion, large institutions, corporations, etc. In love and relationships, this can mean taking something to another level, a deeper level of commitment. It can mean marriage, engagement, meeting the family, etc. It can also represent higher education and learning as well. So, again, it's going to split off differently. For some of you, this is going to represent in love and romance, you either are meeting somebody that you're it's just like this instant thing. It's like one of those things where you take a look at them or you go out with them a couple of times. You're like, this is my future mate. I know this is it. Perhaps you've been dating somebody for some time and you just make the decision. It comes to you, just make the decision that you're going to move on to the next level, whatever that means for you. It could be, meeting the family, getting engaged, moving in together, getting married, etc. For some of you in work and career, this could mean perhaps transitioning, getting a new job in a different company, and perhaps rather than working for a small company or working for yourself, you've made the decision to go to work for a larger, more established business of some kind, going back to school as well for some of you. And again, while it represents the end of what may have seemed like a solitary, somewhat solitary and alone path, it also represents the end of kind of an area in your life of feeling maybe kind of emotionally disconnected and no longer enthusiastic about the path that you were on, because that Hierophant is also paired with the Four of Cups in reverse. So in the upright, we have more water energy here: emotions, feelings, relationships. The Four of Cups can represent, I sometimes call it the boredom and ingratitude card, because this man has these three beautiful goblets sitting next to him in the grass. They're upright, full, beautiful. And there's another one being offered to him from this hand out of the sky, an opportunity perhaps of some kind. But he's not really all that enthusiastic or interested either in what he has currently in his environment or in whatever's being offered to him or any opportunities that are in front of him. It can feel like this can represent being at a place in your life where you're just kind of bored with your day-to-day routine. It can represent that the situation, job, relationship that you were in, or just the life that you were living just had kind of lost its shine for you. In the reverse position, it means, a reversal of that, a lessening of that energy for some of you. And it's an outright turnabout face, especially paired with this Hierophant card. It could be also that some of you, particularly in relationships, if you're making the decision to take a relationship to another level, get engaged, get married, move in together, it can represent the end of a day-to-day way of living that's maybe very carefree. It's like you're making the decision to let go of a certain chapter of your life, and the one that's in front of you is more connected, it's more committed, it's may require more of you in terms of responsibility and dedication as well. But it feels quite good and quite lovely and happy. If you're moving to another job or transitioning to another company, or even getting a promotion, or um, you're moving upwards in your already currently established uh, company or career path, it represents that you're ready to take on more of what this job entails, which looks like more responsibility, more commitment, more dedication, perhaps even more work for you. But it looks like it's going to pay off for you in a pretty big way, and there's a lot of really happy emotions with this as well. I'm getting like 6 or 7 different stories in my head, so hopefully this is coming out making sense to at least some of you who are watching. So at or towards the end of December 2016, Aquarius, we have a really lovely bright combination of the Two of Cups, followed by the Three of Cups. The Two of Cups is that card traditionally considered the soulmate, kindred spirit card. It represents the beautiful union, the coming together of two people, two entities, two things. It means a really great match where all the pieces fit together, but more in just the tangible, blatant, visible sense. In love and relationships, it represents meeting someone, whether that's romantic love or a friendship love. It represents meeting somebody with whom the connection feels much deeper than just physical and chemical attraction or just liking the person. It's kind of like you feel connected to them in a way, a part of them in a way, and vice versa. You tend to look at the world through the same kind of glasses, same thoughts, same views. Not all of it, but but enough that it just feels, again, that instant kind of connection. And for some of you, this is going to be romantic love. For some of you, this is going to be a different kind of relationship. For some of you, again, this is job and career path as well. Whatever it is that you're transitioning into, it represents a chapter of your life closing, which has been pretty good to you too, and a deeper, more committed level of your life being entered into. But it feels right. It feels like it's the right time, the right place, the right job, the right person. The Two of Cups is accompanied by the Three of Cups, which is a celebratory card. There's a strong social theme to this card. It looks like you're ending the month and the year, because we're in December, with quite a bang. A lot of celebrations, parties, particularly with Christmas and New Year's coming up. This represents spending time with people that you feel very connected with, very comfortable with. For some of you, this might be coming into not just a relationship with one person, but perhaps you found and clicked with that small kind of group of friends that instantly kind of belong together, kind of like that Sex and the City sort of small group of friends. It's like your home base. However, it plays out for you, at the end of the month, you're spending time with friends, family, loved ones, and it feels very good. You feel connected and authentic. But there's a sense of renewal in it too, love, support. For those of you for whom this could play out more as a job or career path, or entering into a partnership with somebody on a project, a job, maybe moving to another department within your company, a new job. It represents that the people you're going to be working with or working around, you really enjoy. The atmosphere is very good. You feel very connected with the people there. It's a really great team. New beginnings is the word of the day, because your crowning card from the bottom of the deck, overall energy, is the Ace of Cups. So more water energy here, love, emotions, relationships. But we have an ace. This is the beginning of something new. For some of you, it's new love and romance. For some of you, it's a new relationship of another kind. For some of you, it's a new job, career path, or project. But it's new emotional beginnings. This is something which feels very, very good, very connective, and it has the potential to grow and manifest into something quite beautiful. It's a lovely reading, and again, I'm feeling like kind of pulled off into 6 or 7 different stories as to what it is, but the fundamental energy is quite lovely. You're leaving something behind, a chapter of your life, a way of living day to day, if not a job, career path, or project coming to an end, or branching off into a new direction. It hasn't been a bad path at all. It looks like it served you pretty well and you've enjoyed it quite a bit, but it's time for that to come to an end in some way, shape, or form. It looks like there's someone or or a group of people entering your life, or vice versa. Some of you are beginning something new, and it represents the end of kind of walking the path by yourself. It represents the end of maybe feeling unenthusiastic or emotionally disconnected from what's in your current environment now. And you wrap up the month, Aquarius, with a celebratory, social, love, friendships, connected with other people, good relationship energy at the end of the month. And overall, new love, new romance, at the very least, new emotional beginnings for everyone for whom this resonates, regardless of how it plays out in the specifics. So, Aquarius, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. What a lovely, bright reading it is. Thank you so very much for watching it. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2016 mid-month readings. Again, if anyone is interested in a personal one-on-one reading with myself, or as a gift for someone else, feel free to contact me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings in time increments of 15 minutes going all the way up to 90 minutes. So if you're interested, send me an email and I would love to work with you. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks, hopefully, Aquarius. Thank you again for watching. And until I see you again, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.